Hi guys, welcome to A to Z United. This is Anand here and I'm joined by Ankit. Ankit, thank you so much for joining. And in this video, we are going to preview our next crucial Champions League match between Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain at Old Trafford tomorrow night, which is Thursday for us, 1:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. And tomorrow is a very crucial match, Ankit, because in tomorrow's match we need to at least get a draw or a win in order to qualify for the next round of the Champions League and get out of this group of death as well. I'm pretty much excited about tomorrow's game. How about you, Ankit? What are your expectations for tomorrow's match?
Yeah, likewise. I am also excited to see how we cope up with PSG's attack. And yes, we just need and draw or just a point to go through the knockout stages of the competition. And I'm fully expecting that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer side will get into the knockout stages, and then we'll see how things go further. Uh, as far as tomorrow games goes, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might go to a defensive strategy and just try to nick a point at home, because going to RB Leipzig away, and we do not want to be in a situation where we need to win that game. So I just hope that United do not lose their upcoming two games. Then we are back with Arsenal in the Europa League. So I'm fully expecting that this side will get us through to the knockout stages of the competition.
Absolutely, Ankit. That is what I'm also hoping as well. So tomorrow, the way we are going to set up is going to be pretty interesting because as far as
Yeah.
Manchester United is concerned, we just need a draw to get through and qualify for the next round. But PSG would be coming to our ground hoping, in fact, even pushing for nothing less than a victory because, if it's a draw for them, then they are in deep trouble. So, they would be pushing everything against us. So it would be interesting to see how, we cope up with tomorrow's attack. I feel that we were pretty much, we were very much, excellent at Paris when we played them last time round. And of course, we had a history also against us the last time, in the previous seasons, it was a dramatic win. So that PSG would also have that in mind and push for a victory as well. I'm also pretty much hopeful that we can take this game to PSG and also take a victory. The reason is because we are in pretty much good form right now. Our last win against Southampton in the Premier League, it was a difficult one to win, but nonetheless, our players went ahead and did the job. I'm pretty much happy about that. And that being said, Ankit, how do you think PSG is going to respond, against Manchester United? What are you expecting PSG to bring to the table in tomorrow's match?
So United have the momentum and have the uh, win form with them. We have won our four previous matches, and that plays an advantage to us because if we see PSG is not in the great form right now. They have drawn to Bordeaux and they lost to Monaco, I guess, and they won against Leipzig. So their form is quite unstable. They do not look the same side that they were last season, which qualified for the final of the Champions League. So yes, PSG will have to win this match in order to stay alive in this competition, and that will play into United's hand because. As you saw in the previous two matches against that we played against PSG, that way they always press and they try to attack. And this match will be similar because there is an added advantage, or sorry, there is an added pressure on PSG to win this match. So they will be blazing all their guns and coming for the victory, and that will play that will play in the hands of United because as we know we will play that counter-attacking style of play, and that will help us. And I think tomorrow I'm hoping for a positive result, if not a win, or at least just a draw.
Yes, Ankit, absolutely. Yeah, I think PSG, with the players that they have in their attack, they have Angel Di Maria, Neymar, Mbappe, so they can do a lot of damage. So our defense should be really wary of the PSG's attack as well, and they have a pretty good midfield as well. And of course their form has been a bit unstable this season. But as we just saw a little while before we had this meeting, is they're still at the top of the table. Paris Saint-Germain. So, of course, they have the French league sorted out, and they would be again gunning for the Champions League glory this season as well. So, that being said, of course, and again, at the end of the day, this is again the group of death. And after this, they would definitely like to get 3 points over here, get level with 9 points, and go to the last match against Istanbul to get the victory over there and qualify as well. So it is going to be a difficult game, nonetheless. That's for sure.
Also keep in mind the goal difference, because our goal difference is superior to the rest of the teams, and that will also play an factor in qualifying for the knockout stages.
Yes, absolutely, Ankit. That is also true. Yes. Even keeping the goal difference in mind, they have to get the points on the board. They cannot just count on goal difference. So that needs to be done as well. So Ankit, Manchester United is speaking. The way we have been playing so far this season, and we have also been pretty much in and out this season. Of course, we have majority of key players fit, and it was great to see Edinson Cavani also put in a shift and a man of the match performance against Southampton, and he's also available in the Champions League match. We have Anthony Martial, Marcus Rashford, Greenwood, and good pair. We have this midfield and the defense as well. So that being said, and we have of course played different formations. We have played 3-5-2. We have played 5 at the back. We have played a diamond. We have also played 4-2-3-1. And in tomorrow's match, according to you, what is the lineup that you're expecting? What would be the potential lineup look like?
Bega is injured, I guess, so he will not play this match. So Henderson comes in, and what do you expect? Will Ole Gunnar Solskjaer play 3 at the back at home, or he'll stick with the 4 at the back system? What do you think?
I feel that with the key attacking players that PSG have, we need to be a bit defensive-minded, and I totally expect that PSG will be dominating the ball. So we need to have enough players behind the ball, and I believe we are going to play a counter-attacking game tomorrow. And due to which I feel that we should be pretty much shoring up our defense, and we need a draw, right, to keep that in mind. I feel that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be going with the 5 at the back. So he has Bissaka, Tuanzebe is there, Maguire and Lindelof partnership has.
Tuanzebe is not available for this game, so.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, he did receive a yellow card, right? So.
Yeah.
But we do have Brandon Williams, who is also a good attacker.
I think he'll play Eric Bailly as the third centre back over here.
Yeah, Eric Bailly is also there. Alex Telles, of course, in good form. So but I do expect 5 at the back. And how about the midfield, Ankit? What do you think? How would the midfield look?
Yeah, we'll just speak out loud the lineup. That is Henderson in the goal. Then I think at three at the back. Then obviously Harry Maguire, Lindelof, and Eric Bailly will play. Then your 2 fullbacks. I think he'll go with Alex Telles and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So that's all your 6 players. The defensive 6 players. The rest 5. Then now it's a question of playing 2 defensive midfielders or playing Van der Beek. So what I think is he'll play Fred and Van der Beek in the midfield position. Then he'll go with Bruno and Rashford and Martial.
Okay. And speaking of one key midfielder that we who didn't feature in both the games against Istanbul and even the last game against Southampton also, McTominay, is he available for tomorrow's game?
Not yet. I haven't read about it. So I don't think if he's available. Ian Pogba is not available. If they are available, I don't think he'll straight away put him in the starting 11. Maybe he'll start as a substitute, because we have 5 substitutes available in the Champions League. So yeah, if he's fit, he'll start on the bench and not in the starting 11.
Okay. And Donny van de Beek, of course, has proven himself during his tenure in Ajax that he can actually play crucial, big matches as well, and put in a defensive as well as an offensive shift as well. When Ajax, brutally lost in the semi-final against Tottenham Hotspur, Donny van de Beek was there, and even in the last season against Real Madrid, Donny van de Beek had put in a very good performance. So he can obviously play the defensive, and so he could be a pretty much very good link between the defense and attack as well. So even I also expect that, and of course he has the good news to all of us United fans is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gave him 180 minutes. Basically, he played 2 full games against Istanbul as well as Southampton also. So he could definitely start this.
You see the difference, and you see the difference. We won both the matches. So. Yes, now Donny van de Beek is also a pivotal player in this United squad, along with Bruno Fernandes in that midfield. Fred, I just love that guy, but I don't know why United fans don't rate him well. But I think he has the tenacity, his interceptions, and if you see his match his gameplay against Southampton, and I think he was one of the reasons that were able to we were able to make that comeback against Southampton. So I don't know why I don't know why people don't rate Fred, but I rate him highly. And if you want to have if United had a centre back like Van Dijk, I don't think we need to play two centre backs or two defensive midfielders. Sorry, and then if that is the scenario, then I think we can play Fred, Donny van der Beek, and Bruno Fernandes, because Bruno Fernandes and Donny van der Beek both have defensive abilities and they can help out defenses. So it's just about that getting that one centre back or one good defensive midfielder, and I think this squad is pretty much solid.
Good to go. Yes, yes. How about the forwards, Ankit? Who are you expecting?
Yeah, as I said, Martial and Rashford, because in the away leg, as we saw, that we can hit them on the break. We have that pace with Bruno and Martial and Rashford. So I am expecting the same type of system that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might play. And with the pace of Martial and Rashford, we can really hurt them very bad.
Mm-hmm. So that's a pretty good lineup, Ankit. Obviously, the players that we have and the players that we can bring from the bench as well. It's good to have a bit of depth, as we saw, in the game against Southampton, where Ole could bring on Cavani, as the main attacking threat as well. So so we do have good players on the bench as of now. So obviously, Ankit, what are your score predictions for tomorrow's match?
Okay, so I want to expect a win, but again, I just don't have the trust anymore on this squad. As of now, sorry, not anymore. Just on this basis, I'm saying that the inconsistency that we have, I am expecting a blip somewhere. So I'll just I'll just be safe and say draw at this point of time.
Okay. I feel that we could edge this by a goal to nil. I'm actually pretty much skeptical about a 1-0 scoreline, maybe a 2-1. The reason is because, with the attacking threat that PSG have, it's going to be really difficult to stop them. But that being said, we also do have the players. And if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as we saw in Paris, if we can put out the right system, then of course we can negate the threat of, the potent PSG's attack as well. So I predict that this, would be a 1-0 victory to Manchester United.
The PSG squad, if you see, the PSG squad, if you see, I've just read the traveling squad, and their attack looks amazing. The attack looks really, really amazing. One of the best attacks in the world. But if you see their defense, I think that is the weak point or the weak link in their whole squad. So if we are able to get past their midfield and have a potential threat to their defense, I think then we can easily go ahead and win that match. Because we have seen that this United team can at least keep Neymar and Mbappe at bay. And yeah, I'm expecting a win, but just with this United squad, you never know which United turn up on the day. And as you saw against Southampton, it was a game of two halves. One where we just had a brilliant comeback, and the other one was such pathetic and literally shit. So you just don't know which United turn up. But against in this big game, I expected them to turn up, and we'll see what happens. I see a win over here, but just due to inconsistencies, I'll go with a draw.
Okay, absolutely, Ankit. That's also a good point. And so, who are the players to watch in tomorrow night's crucial match?
Okay, so as we discussed in the last match against Southampton, that Edinson Cavani was the man to watch, and he was the man to watch. He was literally the man to watch, and got the man of the match for that reason, because of his two goals which won the match against Southampton. In this match, I think if Donny van der Beek plays, I think he's the man to watch out for. And in the squad of PSG, just watch out for Marquinhos, because as I said, the defense is quite weak as compared to their attack. But if you play Marquinhos and he does a job, I think they will be a pretty decent side, and we will have a long day to beat them. Because in the first match, when they came to Old Trafford, Marquinhos marked Pogba and just sucked the life out of our squad, because they did not give us an outlet to attack, because they marked Pogba and Lingard, which were our two good creative players at that point of time, and we were not able to create in that match. So watch out for Marquinhos. He's gonna be the key player if he plays.
Okay, so this is going to be a So, if the battle has to be won, the battle has to be won in the midfield, as I say, as always. And hopefully our defense can also cope up with the attack. We know they're capable of doing that. Let's just see, Ankit, as you mentioned, which United turns up. That's the main question. So depending on that. But that being said, of course, tomorrow is a very crucial match, a match. If we win, we qualify to the Champions League round of 32. And not only that, we will also ensure top spot in the group, which would be a wonderful feat to have, and a wonderful statement to the remaining teams in the Champions League, saying that Manchester United is back and it would be topping the group of death. So, a wonderful game to see tomorrow. And as always, we'll have a lot of match reactions and the other upcoming updates on this particular channel. So until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Ankit, for your wonderful insight as well. And to our viewers, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll be posting more of this content and many more for you guys in the upcoming near future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.